Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, so lovely to have you here and thank you for tuning in to watch today's video. Every time I film a video now I can't stop staring at my roots, like, oh my god girls, we're literally falling apart during lockdown. Like honestly, like my nails are falling off. I need to actually melt them tonight in acetone. My roots are a joke. I need to go for a wax. Like honestly, it's terrible. But before we start the video, pause it here, go and make yourself one of these DeLonghi iced coffees. Oh my god, they will change your life. So I'll insert a pretty picture here that I posted on my Instagram and I'll leave the recipe below for you. Essentially it requires a lot of whipping. I've got Oatly barista oat milk in here, ice, and then the coffee on top, and oh my god, it's so good. But I'm trying to limit how many I have because they are literally addictive. So also I wanted to say, because you'll probably ask me in the comments, this dress is from Monkey. Literally, you know me, I'm loving exaggerated sleeves for spring and summer. They are huge, guys. Get with the program. If you haven't seen them, go and have a little binge on my videos because every video features exaggerated sleeves. I just love these little florals. It's a long line smock dress. I'll insert a cutaway so you can see what it looks like. It's so cute. I love the florals, I love white dresses, and it's a bit of me. So links will be below, including as well these little blue mules which I'm planning on wearing them with. One of my favorite things to do when I'm having a little bit of me time, have a face mask, a cup of tea or a glass of wine or a gin and tonic, and just get stuck into a good book. Like when I go on holiday, I just love reading, and it's a perfect opportunity when I've got a little bit of extra time. Also, I wanted to say as well, don't feel bad if you aren't reading, you aren't doing like 5 million home workouts a week, you aren't making a banana bread before it's even 12 p.m. Like if you're feeling down, just go at a pace that feels good for you. Like don't put any pressure on yourself, because I know personally for me, I have really struggled like the past few weeks. I feel like I have one like good day where I'm like, yes, motivated, doing everything including home workouts and baking a banana bread, and then for 3 days after that I literally just don't want to get out of bed. So take it at a pace that's easy for you, don't be hard on yourself. But I wanted to film this video for you in case any of you wanted a good book to get stuck into. I know it's slightly different from me, it's not my usual fashion video, but I love reading, and to be honest, I haven't really had that much time to read, obviously because Lewis is here isolating with me. So yeah, I do want to get stuck into a good book, and I've got some recommendations for you here. So I really hope that you enjoy today's video. If you've read any of them yourself, let me know in the comments so we can get a little discussion going. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning into my videos, because it actually gives me like a purpose during these tough times. I get up, I get dressed, I get ready, and I'm excited to film these videos for you and share everything with you. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you. Like I said, grab yourself a tea or coffee, slice of banana bread if you've made one. I made the best one the other day, I'm not gonna lie. I put chocolate chips in it and dark chocolate chunks instead of chocolate chips and walnuts like I did before, and oh my god, like my flatmates just demolished it. It was amazing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books here, 7 another one I wanted to tell you about. So 7 books, so hopefully there'll be something for everyone. And I think I'm gonna kick off with The Secret. So The Secret is by Rhonda Byrne, I think that's how you pronounce it. I thought this one was a good one to kick off with. So I'm not gonna kind of do the spoiler alert thing, because I hate to be that person that always spoils like a series or a book for someone. I'm just kind of gonna give you a little bit of a brief overview, why I liked it, and then yeah, all links will be below as well. I think I'll link them via Amazon because I know they're still doing Prime delivery, so hopefully if you see something you won't have to wait like 2 weeks for it to arrive. Yeah, The Secret, I was really skeptical about this, I'm not gonna lie, because I just thought, when I heard about it, I thought it was a load of rubbish. I'm gonna be honest with you, But this is essentially about the law of attraction and manifesting your thoughts into reality, basically. So essentially this book teaches you how to do that, and I felt like it was a good book to include because obviously we're going through a tough time, people are going to feel down, and I feel like this is a really good one to maybe just uplift you, make you feel a little bit better. What I like about this book as well, it's really short, it's a really easy read as well. You can just read like a chapter a night, but it has like chapter summaries at the end of each chapter, which basically summarize the key points that you need to like help you recap. So you can definitely come back to this book. I've read it like 1.5 times, and I go back to the chapters quite frequently. It just really helps you to change your perspective and just learn to appreciate things in your life, and yeah, put out good thoughts to the universe, because if you think positive thoughts and you put them out there into the universe, they're going to come back in and basically reward you positively. Is kind of what this book is about. So definitely give this one a read. If you don't want to read it, I know there's an audio version as well, and then you can read the quote. I think it's called The Magic. I haven't read that yet, but that's definitely going to be my next one, so definitely recommend. Next one I wanted to include, so it's actually part of a trilogy, and I've read all 3, and oh my goodness, I could not recommend these to anyone. So the first one, Hotel K, which is by Catherine Bonella. So Sophie actually recommended this to me. She read it before me, and well, lent it to me as well, and I love this book. So if you kind of like crime thrillers, you like crime documentaries, kind of like based around drugs, you'll love this book. God, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? But basically, I think because I visited Bali as well, this book is so eye-opening. It's all about drugs, crime, being in prison, the conditions of the people, of the prisoners basically, and it's just so eye-opening to think that I went to Bali and didn't know about that dark world. So I didn't think I'd necessarily enjoy this at first, but I found it so gripping. And yeah, it basically is welcome to Hotel K, Bali's most notorious jail. Its walls touch paradise, sparkling ocean, surf beaches and palm trees on one side, whilst on the other side is a dark, bizarre and truly frightening underworld of sex, drugs, violence and squalor. I basically would definitely recommend this. It's, how many pages is this? So 300 pages, quite an easy read. I loved it so much that when I finished it, I instantly wanted to pick up Numbing in Bali. So that's the sequel to it. This one is a little bit longer. I think it's 399 pages. So for me, I usually like books around that length. If it's shorter, I feel like I've been shortchanged a little bit. And if it's longer, I'm like, wow, this is a dissertation. This one is really good. Again, you have to read this to then read this book, Numbing in Bali. But there's a character, the main character, Raphael, who basically is painted as this kind of Bali surfer stud. You can just picture him in your head being this like beautiful blonde bronzed player basically. But yeah, it's really good. I actually think I felt like this one was slightly harder to get into, but once I got into it, I think I did maybe enjoy it more than Hotel K. But I don't know, I think you definitely need to read both of these. And then the sequel, I don't actually have it here, but I'll insert a picture. It's Operation Playboy, which is really good. I definitely would buy them all and put them on your bedside table and just get through them one by one. And then even if you don't end up reading them, you can take them on holiday whenever that may be. They're great. I feel like 3 books to take on holiday is a really good amount, because I don't know about you, but I love reading on the sun lounger with a cocktail, and yeah, it's my favourite thing to do. Another book I wanted to talk to you about is actually one I've just started reading. So it is called Silence Can Be Deafening, and the author is Christina Doucher. So that is what it looks like. It is, how many pages is it? 388 pages. So I've literally just started reading this one, but it's quite a weird one. Basically, I think I'll read you the blurb. So Jean McLennan spends her time in almost complete silence, limited to just 100 words a day. Any more and 1,000 volts of electricity will course through her veins. Now the new government is in power, everything has changed, but only if you're a woman. So really, I was instantly like interested as soon as I read the blurb. Almost overnight, bank accounts are frozen, passports are taken away, and 70 million women lose their jobs. Even more terrifyingly, young girls are no longer taught to read or write. Imagine having 2 freedoms taken away from you. So for herself, her daughter, and for every woman silenced, Jean will reclaim her voice. This is only the beginning. So I started reading it. I'm really enjoying it so far, and yeah, it's had loads of really good reviews. The Sunday Times bestseller. I don't know, the Daily Mail said it left me speechless. I would definitely recommend it. Oh no. Oh my god, how jokes is that? My bookmark is a lemsip. Sign of the times. It fell out as well. I think it's, yeah, I've literally only 32 pages in. But definitely give this one a go, guys. So another one, actually my flatmate Xantha has lent this to me, and I am gonna read this after this one, but she has literally just finished reading it, I think, and said that it's really good. So it's called Educated by Tara Westover. That is what it looks like, and it's an international bestseller. And it says, the blurb reads, Tara Westover and her family grew up preparing for their end days, but according to the government, she didn't exist. She hadn't been registered for a birth certificate, she had no school records because she'd never set foot in the classroom, and no medical records because her father didn't believe in hospitals. As she grew older, her father became more radical and her brother more violent. At 16, Tara knew she had to leave home. In doing so, she discovered both the transformative power of education and the price she had to pay for it. So kind of quite similar to this one, actually, to Silence Can Be Deafening. So you can kind of see the type of book that Gemma likes. Just like things that are gripping, maybe something that's got an element of suspense to them, like a bit of thriller. I used to love, you know, like Confessions of a Shopaholic, but I feel like I like something where I'm learning or I'm really engaged. Like for me, a book has to be gripping, otherwise I will not reach to pick it up. So yeah, this one, like I said, my flatmate recommended it, so that's why I wanted to include it for you, and I'm definitely going to start reading this next, so I will let you know what I think of this. And also, if you do like this video and want like more kind of review things, like I could definitely do like Netflix reviews, do let me know in the comments, guys, because I'll be more than happy to film them for you. Another book I wanted to include, I completely forgot about this until my flatmate, Xantha, she let me know. She's like, oh, that book that you lent me, I've completely forgot that I lent it to her. She's like, that book you lent me, literally the best book that I've read in a long time. And she's like, I was sat there for 3 hours this morning reading it because I wanted to finish it. It was that good. And it is, so it's called Based on a True Story by Deafening. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So that is what it looks like. This book, I will agree, is one of the best books I have read in a long time. So I read this when I actually lived back in my flat in Tooting Bec, and I got it on the book swap on the London Underground, and I was going to swap it for another book when I finished with it, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it because it's one of the best books I've read in a long time. It's based on a true story. I'll read the blurb for you. So, what would you do if your closest friend tried to steal your life? A sophisticated, compulsive, psychological thriller right up my street about the destructive power of obsessive friendship. Skillfully blurring the boundaries between fact and fiction, it will leave you questioning the truth long after you have turned the final page. So for me, I was literally like this, like constantly, like I could barely like lift my head out of the book. So basically it's based on a character called Elle, and it's about an obsessive friendship. Yeah, the ending is just whoa, like whoa. I could go into more detail about these books, but I just don't want to spoil it for you if you actually go decide to read it. So yeah, definitely if you could read one of these books, I think this one has to be a winner. So how many pages is this one? 371, so a good length if I'm honest. And yeah, I really love this, and I think it was set in France as well, and I just like that if you read it, you'll see that it's like probably nothing else you've ever read before. Last book I wanted to talk to you about, I don't actually have, because Sophie lent it to me when we went to Bali, and then I gave it back to her because she wanted to lend it to, what is that noise? To Jimmy. So I'll insert a picture of it here. It's called Pilgrim. It is a big book. It is like that thick. I think it's about 900 and something pages, and sometimes those kind of books do put me off a bit, I'm not gonna lie, because they're so long. But I loved it. The chapters are really short, they flick kind of from character to character, which I really like when books do that. And it's basically based around, from what I remember, it was like a boy who had lost his father, and then his mother had to raise the children, but she went out and got a job, and I think by doing so it was against their culture. Definitely worth a read. I really enjoyed that. It was very long. That's kind of one that you take, if you're going to take one book and one book only on holiday, it would probably be that, because I remember it being very long, but so easy to read. So definitely if you're looking for something kind of to get really stuck into, that one is definitely a good one. So guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video from me. My puffy sleeves have got a mind of their own today. If you want to see more videos like this from me, do let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Also, hello and thank you to all my new subscribers. Like, I literally just see them going up and up, and it just makes me so happy. Like, almost on 5,000 now, which I know to a lot of people it might not seem like a lot, but for me it's just, yeah, such an achievement, especially because I put off like starting YouTube for such a long time. If you don't want to read any books, don't be hard on yourself. Like, if you just literally want to sit in bed and watch Netflix, then do that. Like I said, don't put any pressure on yourself. Like, the world is already so uncertain at the minute, and I don't know about you, but I've honestly been having such bad nightmares. Like, I could actually write a book on the nightmares I've been having, because they're so like violent and graphic. I think it's definitely got a lot to do with the uncertainty and not knowing what's going on in the world right now. But yeah, if you want a good book to take your mind off things, then hopefully one of the many on my bed will give you a little bit of inspo. I know that I love taking recommendations from other people. So yeah, I'll stop rambling now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.